Hi everybody and welcome back to this channel on this lovely Monday. We did do a little bit of if you don't know, if you watched the last video, we did do a little bit of some stuff in the last one. I am trying to get like a little bit of outskirts to grow out there. We are going to go ahead and I want to I want a little bit of waterfront commercials, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do that and extend the water pipe down there like that. And as soon as we get some homes building out there, I think we will be really set to go. Have to do that. Recycling center. That's a mod. Apparently I got a few mods activated. Not going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and put a hospital out there. I'm going to put a fire department. And we're going to go ahead and put a police department. And as you can hear, everybody, they seem to be upgrading like wildfire, which is a good thing. We want them upgrading tomorrow, which that's a good thing. We looks like we're going to need to extend some industries, so let's go ahead and get some industry road. Looks good for industry. Let's go ahead and run some weird pipes. And now let's go ahead and fill it in. And what we're doing is pretty much just extending a little bit more of the industrial sector, since there's the demand for industrial right now. So I'm just going to carry out that demand and give them some more industrial parts to the city. Apparently because the city does need industrial to keep staying alive and everything. And it looks like we've hit 7,500. So now what we're going to do with this is I'm going to really start putting in incinerators. The reason I say incinerators is because, one, incinerators are going to help more with trash than having to deal with landfills. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 incinerators, and we're going to go ahead and start emptying the landfills now, because what that's going to do is that's going to take that and put it down into the incinerator to start emptying it. I'm going to go ahead and empty the second landfill as well. So as soon as those are empty, I can go ahead and delete them, because the incinerators are going to be picking up all the work. And the incinerators make power for the city, so it's a win-win situation. But it's going to take a little while to empty a full landfill, so. And I can't add another incinerator for a while. Mainly I would put incinerators way out by themselves in the middle of nowhere, like out there somewhere. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and see if we can extend that service road. Then what I'll do, supports low traffic, is we'll run an incineration plant out there. All it's got to have is just water, water and that's it, and power. I could feed the power off of it later. Back into the city. I am going to go ahead and just move one of these incineration plants out there. We're going to stuff it in that corner. The reason I left it with a dirt road is because really they don't need much of anything. And we're going to go ahead and move another incinerator out there. And I can go ahead and put in some low industry out there as well. But we're going to want to go ahead and upgrade that road if I do that. Cannot upgrade this time. I'm going to do that. I might as well go ahead and go standard road, really. Because there's going to be industry out there, so we might as well just go ahead and go standardized road. Because of the industry. I do want to go ahead and we're going to do this and loop that around. Oh, crap, that's a one-way. Let's upgrade that. I'm going to upgrade that to be two-way, my bad. Reason we don't want it to be a one-way is really it would start messing up with stuff and everything. And you do want to use every little bit of road sections you've got. Since we do have heavy industry or heavy zoning now, I want to pack some heavy houses in. So I want to do a waterfront heavy housing section right in here. And I'm going to keep the housing in pretty much good high 4-lane roads. The reason I say good high 4-lane roads is because it's going to be high industrial. I mean high not commercial, but residential zoning. And that's going to have a lot of people in it. So I'm going to want that to be full. Really full, dedicated to them and everything. Which it will be, being it's going to be pretty much the 4-lane roads. So we'll be good. And you can see that's packing in there nicely, which that's what we wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and throw a POC right there to help them out. And we're going to go ahead and put another POC in right there. Throw a POC in there. That's going to bring up the land value, so people's going to really want to be moving in. And everything. If you increase the land value, people's going to want to move into the city. And as you can see, all that little dinging means is they're happy. We do got some, looks like stuff that's moved out we need to get rid of. Some trash, apparently, I'm not too worried about. The incineration plants are trying to do what they can do. I did move them onto the outskirts of the city, so we may have a little bit of trash buildup and backup, but that's going to be fine. It will take a little bit of time to clear up and clean up. There's nothing that could be done about that right now, so. Garbage is piling up. Well, they're doing what they can do. Get off their case right now. Stop emptying that. Get the garbage trucks to start going by. I'm going to have to go ahead and tell them to stop doing all the moves to the incineration plant because the city is starting to, and we're starting to get on the brink of low power again. So, looks like what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to decide. 7,500, you really don't get another power plant right now. We won't get one until we reach 20,000. I could put in an oil plant, but that's going to cost $50,000. I can do another coal plant, and even though I don't make the jack crap. Really, your heaviest power is going to be with the more expensive plants. If you really want the expensive plants, it's best to try to save up and everything for them. And looks like we already had a building burned down out here, which is a shame. They love to burn everything down, burn a maniacs. Burn a maniacs. We love to burn crap down. That's what I'm going to start calling that section of town. We love to burn crap down, and looks like we're out of power again. So, it's going to come down to, looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and suck it up and put in a coal plant. So I'm just going to put the coal plants out here on this outskirt of town. And we're just going to jettison that line over to there. That ain't gonna be making much power, but it's enough to help for right now. I can put some wind turbines in, turn that into a wind farm. Gonna turn some of that into a wind farm. I try to use renewable sources. Eventually I'm going to get a nuclear power plant that would be able to put out more power. But it's going to take a while, and that thing just drinks water like no tomorrow. But it is a good little plant. And I mean a good little plant, really. We do have a few of those there. I know housing people don't like them, so we're just going to go ahead and move them. They do cause a lot of noise, so I'm going to go ahead and move these out. Get them away from the houses. Cram 3 in right there. We're going to go ahead and take that one. We'll cram it in right there. I think that would do better, because I may turn that into a wind farm. Because it don't look like I got many areas I could do wind farms in. Right there, looks like everywhere I'm building. I can put a lot in there. I may eventually, once I unlock the dam, the hydro plant, which in about a couple hundred. But I may end up flooding this out if I put a hydro dam in. That's something else you're going to want to watch out for, because I'm afraid I'm going to flood that out. So I may want to put it back up the river a little bit. Because I mean, to do a hydro, it's going to really cost a lot to do that. And really, upriver is really where I'm going to want to put a hydro plant anyhow. But it looks like we can get some more demand for commercials, so I'm going to go ahead and zip down some some office space right in there. I'm sorry, that's high density. But no, I could put some office right there, and we'll go ahead and put a little office right there and right there. There wasn't more homes, so I'm just going to go ahead and put down high density right in here, and just go ahead and fill all this out with high density. I'll go ahead and kick all these people out of their homes, and then turn around and rezone all this for high. That way, I mean, I'm going to lose a few people, but I mean, they're going to move back into the city once all that stuff goes in, they'll move right back into the city. So that's not a real big concern for me. Power, looks like water and sewage is getting right up there on the edge again, so let's go ahead and drop in another water plant. And we're going to go ahead and put in another sewage plant. I feel sorry for those homes. But eventually that stuff's going to be converted to waste treatment plants. So I won't have to worry as much about that. There went another couple of grand. But no, these plants pretty much. And now since I do have, well, I don't have the incineration yet. I got to get 16,000. The cemeteries is going to be pretty much one of the problems there. Same way with the landfill. You're going to pretty much. I'm only using how much? Okay, I got 3,000 spaces left. You're going to want to pretty much watch out for that you're not using all of your landfills and cemetery space, because basically pretty much when you get a chance to go all incineration and go all incineration and crematorium, that way you can get rid of that stuff instead of having to build places to store it. You'd be better off in the long run. And I mean far better off in the long run. But no, I'm going to put wind plants out there for now. They will help generate us a little bit more power. Power's still right there, but water we're good for right now. Let's go ahead and do another zoning. We're going to zone a district out here. And that's called Concord Heights. So let's look at Concord Heights, and we'll go into the policies. We're going to put a recycling, we're going to put a smoke detector, and power usage. Parks and recreation, and education boosts. So we'll see what happens with that. That put our power back up a lot. So if we do the power consumption, we won't have to have as many power plants, which will be a good thing for us in the long run, really. So I won't have to worry much about power plants. And as you see, where's that weird smell coming from? That means, one, I need to really look at getting another, I hate to say it, cemetery. So, we're going to put the cemetery, and we hit 10,000. Now, we got the hydro plant now, and the train station and cargo station, but we'll take a look at those a little bit later. And yeah, I know, you're going to have freaking power, but you got power and you got water now. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and also drop in a huge hospital along that highway. That way it will cover a majority of the city. I would have done a large fire department, but it'd be fine for now. I mean, healthcare is what I worry about the most. That's a firehouse and that's a police station. So having a large hospital here to help will do a lot. Industry's starting to go back up again. So we are going to want to take a look at that. Now, since I do, well, you don't really get heavy industrial. Now, I do want to turn around and stress something else. I haven't been putting many schools right now. So I want to go ahead and go in now, and we're going to start dropping in some schools. We'll take a $20,000 loan, and we're going to place some schools. Got 2 high schools, and I got 2 elementary schools. I want to get all my people educated. Because education is important. So if I can get the education up, that'd be great. Because then everybody's going to want to work in offices and not in factories. But that does take a lot of time to do, really. And I think I have covered a lot in this episode for tonight. Tune in next time and we'll discuss some more. This is the Angry Geeky Nerd. I am going to go ahead and sign off here for now. Bye-bye!